it'll be like how a drunk person experiences trying to walk in a straight line. So you put these goggles on and you try to walk in a straight line. And I swear to God, dude, nobody could walk straight. Nobody could. I put these things on. I was looking directly at the floor where I could see a white line and it looked all fucked. And my strategy was I'm going to put one foot on the white line and I'm going to put my heel right to my toe and I'm going to walk on this line. And I took maybe 2 to 3 steps and I just literally fell over and I had to like catch myself.
But to go back to the main topic here, do you think when gaming, right, Mateo, you play PC and console, so does everybody else. Do you think a gaming monitor is better than a fucking TV, like PC monitor versus?
It depends. Like my primary gaming monitor, I've got 2 monitors here, but my primary one is 144 hertz. It's a 2K monitor. Like it's pretty good. I think it's definitely got a faster response time than my TV. I don't think my TV goes up to 144 hertz. How much that matters, I don't know. I'm not a competitive gamer. So like, is that 0.1 millisecond of loss in visual latency, is it actually affecting me in my gaming? Probably not. The fact that I'm 35 years old and my reflexes are just all going downhill from here, and I got this tremor when I'm in my hand, like that's probably hurting me more than the fact that that my monitor is not fast enough or my TV's not fast enough.
No, yeah, I get it. I just think that a lot of people, I got a couple of friends that don't like playing on big TVs. Like me, I think it's a 60-something inch TV, and that's where I game off of. And it's like 120 hertz, it's a good TV, like not a shitty TV. But some of them be like, no, I just need like a 25 inch or a 30 inch TV and I'm good, this and that. I'm like, but why? Like, I don't see the difference in that. You might as well just get a gaming monitor at that point. That's a good 40 inch gaming monitor and just rock out like that. Like, why buy a LED TV that's fucking small? And then the small ones don't even have enough good specs on it to run a good game, like PlayStation 5 and shit. So, I don't know.
Yeah,
I was just curious.
I think the main benefit's going to come down to basically the specs and then the size of the whatever the thing you're playing on. A lot of people like smaller stuff because when you're playing on a 70-inch TV, you got to move your head all over the place to look around the screen. Whereas if you're sitting in front of a monitor, it's smaller. You'll be able you got the whole TV, the whole screen within your vision. Mm-hmm. You don't have to move your head at all. You could see everything. It's just makes it so like your reaction is just better. I personally am not one of those games. I'll take the L. I would prefer to look at a prettier picture and all that. And then I don't know. I just don't even be taking video games that seriously to be purchasing special hardware just to be like, some percentage better. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Basically, lately I haven't been using my computer mostly because I fucking work all day on my computer. I don't want to sit in front of a computer when I get home, so I sit on my couch. On my couch is where my PlayStation is, so I play my PlayStation. When I travel and stuff like that, I whip out the Switch, I buy a couple games, and I play on my Switch. And occasionally, I'll hop on my PC to play specific games, or if I'm just in like that mood where I've been using my PC more. But
like Loop Hero.
Like Loop Hero. Yeah, and I sit with a laptop in front of me all day long as well. Mm-hmm. So yeah, little games like Loop Hero and stuff like that are pretty easy for me to play from my couch.
How much more usage would you get out of the Switch if Loop Hero and those games went over to the Switch?
Me?
Yeah. Like, would it be better for you instead of doing it on PC, better to do it on the Switch?
No, for me, I just prefer my PlayStation over my Switch. So I feel like if those games were on my Switch, I wouldn't play my Switch more. Because the allure for me isn't the games, it's the convenience of a Switch. And so when all those times, because of COVID, I pretty much haven't played my Switch in a year.
Same.
But when occasionally I go to my mother's house and stuff like that. That's really the only time I play the Switch. But before it'd be like, I'd travel to New York, I'll travel to Rhode Island, I'll go to, all these different places. It'll be like on the airplane, I'll be playing during all my transits. And then just because I'm not in my house, I don't have my PlayStation, I don't like traveling with all that bulky shit. You know, I'll be hanging out in somebody else's house, and I'll be like, all right, fuck it. I would normally play games right now, so I'm gonna whip out my Switch and play.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I usually beat a couple games a year on my Switch just in traveling, and pretty much this year I just haven't played my Switch at all. Like I played like just a little bit. I don't even remember what I bought this year on my Switch. I got this fucking little village game. I don't even remember what it's called. It's almost like Animal Crossing, to be honest. Um,
I don't get
and
that
that's
game at
the
all.
only game that I could think of that I even bought this year. So I don't know.
Double, you
I
use
s-
the Switch more, right, than any one of us, I would assume.
Yeah, I use it a lot, and I just sold my Switch.
What?
Somebody
the
get
fuck?
somebody gave me the right price, and I was like, fuck it. I was
So
like,
you don't have a Switch no more.
I don't have a Switch
You
no
don't have
more.
a backup
and
or
I was
nothing?
and I was buying games for it this year too.
Are you going to
I
Are you
think-
going to get the new Switch that's coming out? Is that the reason you sold
Yeah,
yours?
whenever
Ah.
that does come out, yeah. So my whole thing with handheld consoles is, yo, if you don't have healthy competition and one person dominates the market, it just, in my opinion, is not very healthy landscape. Like it gets very samey, it gets very like, I don't know. For me, the funnest games that I have played on Switch have of course been like the Nintendo joints, but I mostly play like indie games on there. Darkest Dungeon, Enter the Gungeon, Exit the Gungeon, Isaac, all these like smaller games. Like those what's really getting rotation for me on the Switch, because for me, I'm going from my job. I can play it like Hades got tons of play on the
I
Switch
need to
because
check that out.
it was the right format. I would go on the train, I would be able to do one run within me getting to my job and stuff like that. So it was like the right type of game. I
Is
really
Hades a
miss when,
roguelike game?
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I really wish that that Sony would suck it up. They make billions of dollars off of us and like try it again. Like the Vita 2 or fuck the if Vita is a bad name, like it's a cursed name, then try something else. The PSP 2 or some bullshit like that. Like
Sony just fucking sucks at the handhelds because they release them and then they don't support them. So then they die and then they don't
Yeah.
want to make any more handhelds.
Or-
And then they fucking fall down this rabbit hole where all the shit that they release all this proprietary shit. Like they came out with a PSP,
oh my
they had the stupid
God.
UMD, the only people on planet Earth that had this fucking type of video. Then they came out with the PSP Go that was some other bullshit. Then the Vita was, oh, finally, it's pretty much a digital only console, right? Like they didn't have any. Were they like games, or it was just like
Yeah,
you down?
They had
They had
games.
games?
It's
They
their
had
cards.
games.
Yeah, they had card games.
I never purchased any games. But then they had those fucking proprietary memory cards.
Oh,
So then
the
it was like
worst.
you have to pay triple the price in order to download.
Bro.
It's just like every step of the way they come out with really cool hardware and then they fucking bog themselves down by introducing some bullshit. And it's
So,
like,
Yo,
out of here.
So
I
the exact same advice we gave the last time on the One Up podcast. You got that Vita, that PSP? Throw that straight in the fucking trash, dude. You don't need it. You don't
He
need
makes
it.
the
It's
same
garbage.
face.
Don't do
You know what
that.
we need to bring back? We need to
Don't
bring back
do
the
that.
Sega Game Gear. That was the greatest handheld console of all time. That one or the one that took like 8 AA batteries, but you could play Sega Genesis games directly on it.
Dude, the Sega Game Gear makes fiction into reality. You guys never watched Surfing Ninjas, where the fucking kid would play the Game Gear and he'd play like this ninja game, and then every
I
time he'd
love
play
that
it, it
Game
would
Gear.
happen around him. All these ninjas would start attacking, and then he'd be like, "Oh, I'll give this guy this sword," and then boom, this guy whipped out his. You guys never watched Surfing Ninjas?
No.
I like.
Oh
I like
my
Game Gear.
god, yo, this is
Game
one
Gear
of
was
my
fire.
favorite movies fucking growing up. Yo, this shit was awesome. It was just a horrible, horrible 90s movie. And it's so fucking good. That might be our movie we watch, My Wreck now. It's not foreign at all, but they go to a foreign place, okay?
The wizard.
fictional Patusan.
Patusan.
Patusan. It looked like fucking Mongolia or something like that. Some Asian country.
The Three Ninjas. That's my vote.
Three Ninjas. Everybody's seen the Three Ninjas.
Doughboy says no.
You've seen the Three Ninjas.
Yeah, we talked about this on the podcast before.
Oh, congrats. That's the mark of the mark.
The stamp. Nah, but fucking yeah, I don't know. I still think that at some point consoles just need to be like, even PC. They made like a console version of it, right? What is that shit called? Like PC had like a little console version, or you can only download the games.
Link. The Steam Link.
I don't know if it's called that.
Well, they released those. They were trying to release those Steam machines, which were basically like budget PCs. Man, they discontinued the Steam Link, but I will tell you, the Steam Link is fucking cool. I love the shit out of my Steam Links. It was really cool to play these couch co-op games that I had on my PC and just have my Steam Link plugged into the TV downstairs and be able to play them on there. Love the Steam controller. I think it's kind of goofy. I think it takes some getting used to, but it's actually pretty solid. I do like.
I think motion control is very cool if they do it right. Like, if it has to be very sensitive and has to.
I did hear that Ratchet and Clank. Sorry to cut you off like that though.
Okay,
but I'm gonna forget about it because this is the second time I forgot. The first time I forgot because I think one of y'all cut me off. But on the controller, why I think the controller is awesome is because
Tony will ask a question and then proceed to answer his own question. So then people are cutting him off to answer the question. He considers it a cutoff, but he asked the fucking question.
It's a cutoff because I'm not done. So I think the controller is maybe the superior in some aspect, but like certain games, you can have the tilt motion or whatever. Like, I forgot what game it was. I know Ratchet and Clank, I think, had it to where certain things you were doing, you can just flip the controller over and it'll flip, if I'm not mistaken.
I hate motion control so much.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Y'all ever play Mario Kart and someone gets stuck having to do the stupid motion control and the other person's got like the pro controller or something? That person's fucked. That person's not gonna win a single fucking race.
I actually met somebody that plays really good with motion controls, and I'm like, how do you even do that?
Don't hang out with that person anymore. That person's probably a serial killer, dude.
No, they're good.
They probably wear jean pants. They probably consult the group, the general text.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Motion controllers, I think, has it. Like, imagine playing some of these games. Like Pucho was saying the other day, he was playing that PS5 thing with the robots or whatever, and he was saying how immersive the controller felt. Like, you can't get that on a keyboard and mouse.
Wait. No, actually, there was one good motion control game.
What?
Arms.
Oh, I haven't played
I didn't play it.
Arms was good.
But it's that boxing game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I've played it. It's pretty good.
I think there's a space for motion control games.
Wii Sports.
Right, Wii Sports. I remember like the Zelda game,
the Tiger Woods golf game for the Nintendo Wii.
That shit look cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then people would let go of the fucking thing and they'll smack the TV and fuck it up. Fucking morons.
Got to do the wrist strap, dude.
It's still happening. You didn't see that guy dive into the TV head first with the PlayStation shit on?
The VR?
He put the VR on and then he was looking down and then his friend pushed him from behind.
Oh, no, there you go. His friend pushed him.
His friend didn't push him from behind. He actually dove off the building and then he went straight into the TV that was in front of him.
There was one where this chick was playing the VR on the PlayStation, I guess, and she was like playing the plank game where they're walking on the plank, and she was screaming out, "Don't push me, don't put!" And then someone just pushes her, and she just falls flat on her fucking face. Like, it was hilarious. It's crazy because it's like, yo, you're in VR, like you're already convinced in your mind that, oh, I am on a plank, and you're fucking just. Petting around this fucking plank at the edge of a building. You're like, yeah, don't push me here. And then they push you in and you just fucking crumble like a fucking like that. I think to me that shit blows my mind. Like, yo, it's a fucking video game.
Yeah, so, like I think it does convince your brain that you're in that place sometimes.
Dude, I was just talking about this with Ucho last night, like right before we started Old Boy. There was some dude, I saw this article on Kotaku, where he figured out some way to hook up electrodes to these to his ears, somewhere on his ears, and the nerve that they were like shocking had to do with balance. So he had it hooked up. He had some kind of rig and program hooked up where like he was playing like that driving simulator game, Beam NG or something like that, and he was whipping the car around. And these electrodes would shock his ears, and they would make him feel like he was also moving. So they were like fucking with his balance. And he was over there like drifting this car back and forth. And then he drifted in and it flipped and he fell out of his chair because they had fucked his balance off so much that it made him fall out of his chair. It looks
That's
cool,
really
man.
immersive, bro. That's like, you know, they got the vest. They got a chair. Yeah, the vest. When you're playing shooters, it would fucking wherever you're getting shot. I think to me that fucking pretty crazy, but I think that would be cool because then like it'll flinch like how you would, I guess, play the game. I don't know. Like, remember when I think it was PS3 when they had when they had like they had like a shooter rifle and you just put those little dick dildo fucking
Yeah,
zoning.
they had
the
they had it for
fucking
the
sticks.
VR. They had it for the VR.
They had that stupid ass
It
shit
was
with
like a
little
gun.
bulb. Yeah, it was a little
It's like a
bulb.
gun.
I bought the gun with the stupid thing to play SOCOM with. That shit was pretty fucking good. I had a slight advantage on people because, like, I was standing up, so I'm fucking, reload. And then I don't know. I felt like I had an advantage. Like, that's just me, but
They couldn't handle the dick dildo. Shit was too strong.
shit was strong.
Well, sorry. So to your point, I have two things. Because you mentioned specifically, does just being in the VR, you convinced enough and blah, blah, blah. It's like your eyes, what you could see determines your perception of reality so much. Like, for example, I remember when we were in high school, we went on like a field trip. It was like a career bullshit. I don't know. And we went to like a career fair pretty much to try to find the job pretty much. And one of the people, it was like this whole engineering thing because I was like in the construction class, and it was just a whole bunch of bullshit. You play some computer games to like build a bridge and things like that. And there was one place where they were trying to do like awareness on like drunk driving. And then they were talking about like, look, we have these drunk goggles. You put these goggles on and it'll
Simulate.
make you, it'll be like how a drunk person experiences trying to walk in a straight line. So you put these goggles on and you try to walk in a straight line. And I swear to God, dude, nobody could walk straight. Nobody could. I put these things on. I was looking directly at the floor where I could see a white line and it looked all fucked. And my strategy was I'm going to put one foot on the white line and I'm going to put my heel right to my toe and I'm going to walk on this line. And I took maybe 2 to 3 steps and I just literally fell over and I had to like catch myself as I couldn't walk by how fucked my vision was. It was just like I couldn't. It's like your body can't sense how the floor is, so you don't know how to step, and it's all fucked. So it's just something to, just to keep in mind that like all you need to do is experience, like, fuck with your vision, and you'll be experiencing a new thing. And the other thing was, especially again to the same exact comment, I was listening to this podcast, Radio Lab. I'm pretty sure it's Radio Lab. They talk about a lot of interesting things, and one of them was about how VR helps in experiencing different things, and I feel like it has something to do with like trying to something about like depression or something like that, and that they'll play out a lot of different scenarios in VR. Like it'll be like for people that are having trouble dealing with things, they'll like go into a VR and they'll be themselves like in this 3D game, and they'll walk into a room and there'll be like a therapist in there and they'll talk to a therapist, right? They'll say like some feeling that they're having, and then the level like restarts, and now they're the therapist, and they watch the person that was themselves walk into the room and speak the words with their own voice. And now as the therapist, they respond to themselves. What would the therapist say? And they kind of have this back and forth communication with themselves, and they have a super therapeutic experience where it truly feels like they're having a conversation with another person. And they play out a lot of different scenarios, and they're saying like all it takes is like 30 seconds of being in like a VR environment for them to believe that they're another person. Like to be that immersed is that you'll experience being a different height, a different age. You'll experience being a different race, a different gender, just by having a VR environment where your avatar looks different than yourself. It just takes like half a minute or so in order for you to be fully now convinced that you're in the mindset that you're that person, to the point that it'll allow you to engage yourself in a conversation and it feels like you're talking to somebody else.
That's wild.
Even though you're experiencing,
cool.
It was so fascinating.
Some split personality shit. That's got to be some weird brain disorder. Like,
no, it's like the opposite. It's normal.
That shit to me just sounds so weird. Like, so you're just talking to yourself, just in the VR world, and you're gonna pretty much like help yourself on your own issues through a game. I mean, that's the concept is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but I think that shit's just crazy to think like
the mind does weird things the way that it works. You ever see that experiment where like they had the cameras and like the fake arm and like the fake arm they would like poke the person in the back. I forget the full setup of the experiment. Basically, like the way that your mind interprets perspective of things is very easy to fool. You can make yourself like the just with the perspective that you get in like the world can make you experience different things like as far as like how you interact with the world around you. Man, I forget the specifics of that experiment. It's been a while since I've read about that one, but it was like these people were in chairs. They had like a fake mannequin arm and they would like poke them or something. But because the view they had from their like glasses they had on, it looked like it was their hand poking themselves. So they could feel like not just the poke in their back, but also like the feel of like their fingertips touching themselves, like something like that. It's been a while. I might be wrong.
that's crazy.
Someone in the comments is going to be like, "You got that totally fucked up."
Yeah,
But
for real.
also, to be fair, I was distracted because I got a tangent. Who had the wildest peripherals, NES or Sega? because I thought that it might have been Sega because I was thinking of like the activator and the menacer, that crazy like gun that the Sega Genesis had that you could like you had like a scope you would put on it, had all kinds of crazy things. Then I started looking up like Nintendo peripherals.
Yeah, the Nintendo peripherals are insane.
Nintendo has crazy shit. I forgot about like the Game Boy printer that they had and the Game Boy camera for like the old school Game Boy.
Mm-hmm.
I had this thing called a U-Force for my Nintendo. Y'all ever see this thing? I don't know if that's going to come through at all. It looks like a laptop. It was like it used like infrared sensors to like detect your hands so you could play games without actually like having to touch a controller. And that was for the Nintendo, like the Nintendo Entertainment System, the old one.
Damn.
They had the Power Glove. They
Glove.
had the robot thing.
Rob
the robot.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had obviously they had the light gun. They had the super scope.
The super scope. That was kind of like the menacer.
Yeah, they had.
I remember the Duck Hunt. You had a rifle. You could buy the rifle and connect it to the console.
Nintendo VR, that entire console that basically just gave everyone a headache whenever they would try to play any games.
The Virtual Boy, right?
The Virtual Boy, that's the one.
Yeah, shit was just all red.
Yo, Nintendo really used to get the most out of all their consoles. Now that you think about it, I feel like Nintendo 64 was the last time they really did that.
No,
with
dude,
like the expansion packs.
The Labo,
bro. That Labo shit blows my mind. Have you guys bought any of that stuff? I haven't, but I've seen
I'm not
kids
familiar with it at all.
If we do an in-person pod, that's what we should do. We should just build some of the Labo shit while we're having our discussion.
It is.
Should I look up what it is? I don't even know what you guys are talking about.
Yeah,
look it up.
Or should I go in blind?
It's awesome.
No, look it up. It's crazy
Nintendo
this shit
Labo.
that you can build the fucking
You can build VR for fucking Super Mario Odyssey and like Zelda. It's like a VR kit for the fucking
That'd
Switch.
be actually pretty dope for Liana to play with.
You can make a piano. Like it's wild. It's crazy stuff. Nintendo's still doing crazy stuff.
Liana gets a little older. You definitely put her on some Labo, bro. She'll make a piano and then play it. Like that shit's fucking crazy.
Ring Fit Adventure is so damn good.
Yeah, I've actually heard that's actually a really good way to get up and out of your seat.
Mm-hmm. I should start doing that on my cardio days.
Yeah, maybe you can challenge me.
Yeah, man, you're kicking my ass in this competition right now.
He's riding a bike. It's different.
He's putting in 15 miles a day. It's hard to compete with that.
Yeah, you can't compete with somebody on an electric bike putting in 50 miles, 20 miles a week.
You see, this is the problem, is that everybody, your friends want to build you up, but there's other people that just want to take away from your accomplishments.
What the fuck? How am I taking away from your accomplishments?
It's cool.
I'm just saying that Mateo can't compete with you. You're on an e-bike doing hundreds of miles a month, probably easily, and this man's on foot. Like he can't compete with you.
I just went to 1,100 miles for this year.
That's awesome,
bike,
dude.
so
that's impressive. I don't think I've put that many miles on my car this year.
Mm-hmm. I've been doing my thing.
That's a lot. You know what's crazy too? Those biker elites. They probably do that like easily half a year, probably.
No, they go way harder.
Dude, our buddy Donahue, he does 100-mile rides.
Yo,
Jesus.
insane.
100
Yeah.
mile in one day?
Single day,
Yep.
single ride, 100 mile.
Yep. It's called doing a century, but usually they measure it in kilometers.
He's got
yeah.
he's got a real dumb face, but that man can bike. He can cycle.
But where does he bike at? Trails or something, or just around
He
the whole
goes to
city?
the trail. Yeah, I know. I want to go visit him so bad and ride that trail because I see it on my Strava app,
Mhm.
and I'm like, oh, that trail looks like so much fun.
Oh, you have an app for all the trails in the United States?
Yeah, it's a Strava app. It's basically made for biking, swimming, and running.
Oh, like a triathlon?
Yeah, it goes through. You could record your running session, you could record your biking session, you could record your swimming session.
That would be a real workout for you, though. Start off in the water, swim to land, then fucking jog for a mile, and then get on your bike and bike for 15 miles or some stupid shit like
No,
that.
it's easier if he runs first to his bike, he bikes, and he just rides the bike directly into the water and then just dives off and starts swimming.
The electric bike does not float. That shit will sink so quick.
Tony, what was the initial conversation topic for this section? It was
PC versus console, bro.
Console.
Yeah.
I will say, I am not ever gonna do a triathlon. One, because I'm not fit enough to do a triathlon. But even if I were fit enough, I still wouldn't do it. You know how many people die? It's not uncommon that people die doing a triathlon. They just drown in the swimming section. It's not uncommon.
That's why I think that's why they start
Yep.
off in swimming, right?
Don't matter. They die. The shit's not. It's not uncommon. It happens regularly.
That's crazy.
Swimming
I'm-
is
I'm
very
good off drowning.
strenuous. Yeah. Swimming can be very strenuous and like things happen in the water. You can get pulled under a current, shit like that.
Pucha can swim. I'm gonna just let y'all know that. This motherfucker left me. Another tangent. This motherfucker left me on that cruise trip. The niggas was like, a shark, man, blah, blah, blah. They just took off. And I'm here looking in the water. It's a fucking stingray, first off, right?
That's
I'm
what
looking-
took out our homeboy.
Steve Irwin.
R.I.P. to him, bro. Master.
Oh,
Rays don't play.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Dude,
Bro.
our science teacher was so mad at Ray. Yo,
For saying
so
that?
mad. Yeah. Because she was like all, because we're fucking assholes. She was all weepy about like
Steve Irwin, right?
Steve Irwin
Yeah.
died. And then Ray said, you know why Steve Irwin got killed by that stingray? Because Rays don't play.
Because his name is Ray. He don't play
so
either.
ignorant.
Tony-
so
yeah.
ignorant. Yo, that
Tony-
shit was hilarious.
Tony, I hope you punched that stingray and told him this is for Steve Irwin.
Nah, I just moved. I turned around and Everett and Pucho are like almost already at land. And mind you, we're like maybe like 50. I don't even know the distance. We're pretty far away from the land. I turn around, these boys just gone. All I see is water just splashing everywhere. I'm like, bueno, I guess I'll fucking swim too. Like, y'all boys left me. First time I ever thought that Pucho lost his loyalty and honor was that moment there. The man left his brother in arms to fend for
I
himself.
don't understand what you want me to do. We're swimming into the middle of the ocean. The beach, the people on the beach are that big. Like we're looking over at the beach. They're that little. And I'm just like, all right, so we're far. We swam to one of those like things that float out in the ocean.
Yeah.
And yeah, we're kind of, we swam all the way out there. Then we were just floating and kind of chatting out there. And we're like, yo, we should probably head back soon, blah, blah, blah. We're just chatting. We look under the water and this thing just like swoops by. I'm like, yo, that's a fucking stingray. So I start screaming, stingray, stingray.
Man,
and I just start swimming back. Tony is like, when we get back to the beach, Tony's like, you left me. Like, no, bitch, I did the exact opposite. I screamed about an issue and we started to leave. Like, is it mine now? Is it like, what am I supposed to do? Like, stay back and we all just get stung? Like, nah. We're in the middle of the ocean. We're helpless. There's nothing I could do for you other than tell you an issue and then give you indication that I'm getting the fuck out of here. Like,
what I hear here is that Tony's the kind of guy that if he got bit by a zombie, he wouldn't tell the group.
Exactly.
He would just hide that bite.
No, I would tell you. I would say, yo, chop off my arm because I just got bit.
No, we're not chopping off the arm. How do we know it's not going to spread to your brain already? We got to shoot you in the head. We can't just chop off limbs willy-nilly.
All the movie said within the first 10 seconds, you have to act and chop off the arm.
We're going to shoot you in the head immediately.
Y'all just want to end me. That's the problem here. That's the real
You
fucking
guys
problem.
should read The Walking Dead, and they show you that you can indeed chop off a limb to stop the spread of the zombie virus.
Facts.
Wow.
Okay, Tony, I guess
You
you'll have
can-
one arm then.
Yeah. And I probably won't tell y'all.
I know.
I'll wait for y'all to sleep, and then I'll be like, and just bite all y'all motherfuckers up. I'll bite Doe last, so that way, if we all die, now his best friends are really attacking him
No.
for
Oh
real
my
reason.
god!
I'm getting on my bike. I'm out, yo.
The
No, I'm
bike.
gonna sabotage that shit before I go and bite the rest of the group. I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm gonna take this off, cut this chain. Now run, bitch.
The bike is the ideal post-apocalypse like vehicle. I think that's a conversation for a different podcast.
Facts. But either way. Well, everybody, thank you for tuning in on this week's episode of the One Up Podcast. A lot of technical difficulties today. So if it looks a little choppy, don't mind it. Blame it on Doe. Facts. But thank you for listening and watching. And hey, just don't forget about us. Hit that like button and subscribe, man. We really need you guys to help us and support us so we can continue to do these pods every day and every week and get it done. But shout out to all of you guys out there, man. We appreciate the love and everything. Thanks.